Alright, so this is the workstation for today. This is to block the door off for the young fella. There's the workstation. Now, because I've got to lift the patrol up that high, that it won't fit in the garage, it's got to be out here today. I'm going to use the Pro Eagle jack and lift it up, get these coil tower braces in. So I changed from doing the Superior style ones to, I can't even remember what they are now, Boss ones. And basically got the back seat back in the patrol now too. This fridge does sit in the back. I've also got the stereo done. Just got a little kicker sub in the back, and then I've also done a little bit of wiring in here so that I don't have to have the key in the ignition for the radio and the stereo to stay on. So I turn the power on, which turns the aux beam on and leaves it on, and I've used a diode so that I can turn the ignition off and no power comes from the main battery, and all the power comes from the lithium. Turns this on and then turns the amps on as well, and I have sound so I can run the music without the key in the ignition. Got two new GME UHF radios since my old ones got pinched. Thank you to the door lock that wasn't working. Today's going to be a bit of fun. First part, pull shocky nuts off, and then I've got to undo the sway bar links, which is going to be great fun because one side completely shredded itself last time I was under here putting the springs in. Good fun. So as you can see, you've got one long sway bar link on the GU Patrol, and you've got one short sway bar link, and this is the one that I shredded. As you can see, they're the new springs. They're the 3-inch 250 kilogram rated, and they've pretty much sagged to a 2-inch, which is perfect. And the sway bar links undone with a little bit of persuasion, holding it up on here with pliers, and this one's undone. So now we're ready to lift the car and let it fall on us. Not really. Stop down. Alright. Just wash all this out before we pull it. So I had to go on the side and lift both wheels up to get the spring out. Just wasn't enough purchase on the jack to go all the way up. Here they are, ready to get bolted in where the bump stop goes. And a couple other bolt holes here that come in the kit. And stick them up in there, take the spring out first, clean the section that it's got to go up into first, see how it goes. So as you can see, there's little bits of rust up in here, and I've got to clean all this out before I stick that brace up in there. And then they've got the bolt holes, very easy to see. It's a way simpler kit than what Superior Engineering does. I don't mock any Superior Engineering stuff, but the way they want you to do it is lift the whole body off the car and stick the plate on top, which effectively does exactly the same thing this is going to do. So very happy with this Boss kit. Makes it a lot nicer. Have a look at the bruises from four-wheel driving on this tank. Got a mad ding there. So these nuts go on top up here. What you wind those bolts into, like Allen key little bolts. We've got these that go on top, and the best part about it is they only have to be held in place by a finger, and then they clamp down to the metal and actually bite in, and then you just keep winding it in. You don't need to have a spanner up there to wind them in. And you got your bump stop, those two new bolts go in as well. Make sure you get the bump stop facing the right way, because I had it around backwards at first and it wasn't quite going in properly, but it basically just fell in there. It worked out perfect. So now I just got to put the spring in and do the other side. Going down a little bit. Don't recommend putting your hand in here to hold it, people. Oh no, not yet. Away. Nice and steady. Make sure that rubber's seated all the way around. Yep. Go all the way down. Very good. So put the dust boots on after watching another YouTube video. Thank you, YouTube. Because didn't realise that these rubbers are supposed to go on, and that's how they're supposed to go on. Very strange, but gotta do both sides. But first off, we've got to stick that other brace in on that side. Yum. All clean up in there. Now I found getting these two in here first to line it up helps out a lot, and then I can put the other bolts up in here. Okay, so I didn't film this side as much because it turns out my coil tower brace was a bit bent on this side, so it was a bit of a mission to get it in there, but we did manage to pull them back together nice and tight, and then had to grind a little bit off the Boss kit just to get it to clamp together properly all the way around. Now, it wasn't that hard. I'm not going to say it was easy, but it wasn't that hard to get it done. It did make it a lot easier using a G-clamp to pull it in, and we didn't use any instructions whatsoever. It just went in, you know, they're simple as. I'd watched one video on how to do it. Definitely well worth the money, and I took it for a drive before and I didn't really notice that much of a difference at all. Just felt sturdier, to be honest. I was just looking at the instructions now, as us men do. Always look in the instructions after we've done it. You can't actually see, that's exactly what they did here too. They used a G-clamp and pinched it together so that it could slot in properly. Yeah, it was the driver's side one that was a little bit bent on mine, and you can see how tight it is here. That's basically the same situation I had that had to get shaved off a little bit, but yeah, it really wasn't that bad. As you can see, this one's filthy on the instructions. You just clean all that out and stick the bolts in, and yeah, it was quite simple. Much easier, especially with that Pro Eagle jack. Now, I did go the 3-ton because I just didn't want to risk mucking around with a 2-ton. I just wanted to make sure that I'm doing everything safely, so I got the 3-ton, even though it's a bazillion dollars. Yeah, well and truly worth the weight in gold, this jack. Can't recommend it enough. It is very heavy to be carting around in the car, and I have got it strapped down by 2 straps when it's in the car. An absolute mission to get in and out, but this carry handle does make it a lot easier, and as they say, it doesn't stop on a zip tie. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Comment what you think I did right and what you think I did wrong. Have a good one. Yeah.